that I wasn't able to practice. La ha ha ha. Let's go. What's going on, Retrothon world? Rayo back here for my final run of the week, where I am bringing the game, The Mask. And that's all it is. It is a game. I had to learn this last year for Feasel Super 16 race. Like I said, like everyone's saying, this is a game. It's short, very difficult, and fast. And very awkward to play. But I would say that yeah, I say we just get started, because I didn't have much time to practice this. I did at least get one full run in, so we'll just get started, and I will explain everything as we go on, if I can even focus that much. Anywho, 3, 2, 1, let's rock. So the game pretty much loosely follows the movie, but for some reason you start immediately with the mask and you have to escape. Now the game itself has different features, like you have enemies that you'll need to kill. Your main weapon is the punch. You can also do special weapons like a tornado, a horn, a hammer, and the very powerful double guns. Now all of them do different lengths in terms of damage, and then your run speed, you'll have cool walk, fast speed, and then super fast. That if you do the speed run, you want to go this fast. And what's weird about this game is that it doesn't really tell you much about what needs to get done. Like, you can be going around and walk around and not realize some things, like you have to go into vents, or the fact that you have to figure out things. So already we're going to our first little mini boss, the guy with the bowling ball, which is, I've got no clue why. And the other thing that I'm going to try to do as I'm going to different bosses is that the guns are slow. Like, I'm going to press up and A for the guns, and it's how slow it is, but if I move a little bit, I can immediately get a second set of guns out very quickly. So that's what I'm going to try to do for pretty much every single boss along the way. And then apparently they decided to they liked Ace Ventura, where instead of the angry landlord, it's a female landlord who basically just wants to kill you with her shotgun. Three guns takes her out, and we are done with the first level. And the one thing I didn't mention is that we'll see in this level is that the mask himself has a jump and a wrong button, and a super jump. Oh. Okay, I'm trying. Also, this game is very, very tough on hitboxes. So that I was trying to reach one ledge, but because I was not close enough to it, like by a pixel, it wasn't allowing me to touch it. So that becomes a problem. And then we're going to come to our first little mini boss in a second. Okay, I'm going to play it safe and let this guy jump down to go into here. And now we're going to have our first mini boss, the construction thingamajigger. So I'm going to try to shoot two guns while both are in frame. And if I can do, and if I do it correctly, then I should do double damage and kill in 2 gunshots instead of 4. Okay, you got both of them. They're very nice. Oh, gotta go down. And then also, in each level, there's a secret Milo that's just hanging around. The point of the Milo is that they give you an extra 50 mask points, which I wasn't talking about. Though, since I didn't have much time to practice, I'm kind of not playing this the correct way. Where every time you use a weapon, you're supposed to lose mask points. Oh, wow, okay. They're just being a pain. Okay, let's get up here, fall down here. Go into there. Okay, there we go. So this game is, like I said, the game is very odd in terms of just how It never tells you what needs to actually, what you're supposed to need to do. Okay, I would like to be able to jump now, please. So I'm gonna just try to go jump up to get him to jump up and then come down and shoot the guns, because no matter what, they have precedence over your gun and any weapon you have that you're trying to fire. There we go. 5 gunshots and he's down. Okay, now it's time to go to Stanley's work to cause even more chaos. Off to the bank. But first, we actually need to get there. Okay, that was weird. Why didn't he go? There we go. Okay, we gotta jump up here. We get some weird windows that will damage you because, you know, that's just apparently just how games work. I'm gonna go up here, go into this vent. Okay, I'm gonna try to get up here. If I can actually jump correctly. You know what? Screw it. Okay. Input. Stop getting eaten. Stop getting eaten. Thank you. See, right there, I was on the ledge, but for some reason it decided to not actually recognize it. And the window. Okay, can we play a little nice? Okay, secret section here. Come over here, get the Milo. And then do a super jump all over. We're going to use hammer to mitigate the damage that would be taken if we fell. Well, not damage, but the animation of being shrunken. Over that, and there we go. We're at the boss. The bank thief. Because, you know, exactly what the game said was exactly what happened in the movie. And we got the quick kill. Very nice. Just like that, 6 gunshots and he's down. Now we're time to take a stroll in the park. Because after defeating some evildoers at the bank, it's always good to relax and take a stroll at the bank. Okay, apparently I forget how everything works. There we go. Okay, go over to the right and just walk over. You know what? I want to deal with some trash. So let's go over here. Maybe get the secret Milo. Back into the trash, because apparently trash allows you to be transport. Where is it? Where is that hole? Yeah, we'll go to Omoy. I can't remember. I don't remember where it's located. There you go. Then we have a little, for no reason, a forest hedge maze, for some odd reason. So it's just left all the right all the way, so you can't jump left. Go to the right. And then another. Okay, full jump right into the tree, because again, trees can transport you. And just like that, we're at the boss. And just like the boss is gone. Again, it's a little easier just because I'm not losing any mask points. Because the big reason for that is actually, as you'll see later on, the end game is very trolly and bad. But now, you know, the best part of the movie, where he randomly just goes to an actual prison, because you know that totally happened in the movie. And then the hardest part of this game, again, hitboxes, because I'm hitting up on that, and it took me 3 tries to even get that to work. Nope. Gotta go down. Then up and over. Also, the knockback in this game is probably one of the worst knockbacks in any part of this game. It's terrible. Oops. Okay, we're gonna, instead of going through, we're gonna take that little shortcut to come back. Then down the ramp, use the hammer to control our ability. Okay, get up and go. Ooh, that Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, you get a checkpoint. Let's get that for safety. And then, did I miss it? Nope, it's right here. Little secret little Milo here. We're gonna grab him. Then go into this event here that you can barely make that's even event. And go right to the boss. Now, he can be a bit of a pain because this is a very short... very tough area. So we're gonna do 2 horns to push him back a little bit to give us time to shoot the guns. And we're just gonna repeat that. Because what makes this area hard is that if you're near a wall, you can't do your super. So that becomes a bit of a pain already. Now for the hardest level in the game, the sewers. So we're just gonna fall, do the horn, and we're done with the level. For some reason, your horn, when you see the exit, counts as touching the exit, and you are done. And just like that, we are on to the final stage, the Coco Bongo, where we are going to save, I forget Cameron Diaz's character, and fight Dorian. Now, like I said, the game itself isn't super hard. What makes it hard is Dorian himself. He is the trolliest and worst boss I've ever seen. Because he has an area attack that takes up the entire screen, and if you are on the screen when it happens, you're gonna be damaged. Also watch out for Wesley Snipes. Okay, go through here. Okay, slowly getting there. Okay, that was the only checkpoint in the game, which leads us right to the final section. We're going to take these stars. There it is. Alrighty, now for the worst part of the game, Dorian. Also, apparently, everyone has a mask in this game. Again, that's just why I'm doing it this way with the infinite mask points, because I'll show you right here. I'm going to stand right here. Yeah, he does that and basically instantly damages you. No matter where you are standing, as long as he is on screen, it can hurt you. So we're just going to do this. I'm trying to get as close as possible as I can, because the closer inside his hitbox you are, you can do double hits. Also, the 2 musicians in the back, the left one will give you health, the right one will give you mask points. And once you kill enough, he loses his power, he dies, and time is when he starts dancing, and we are done. So that was a game. That was the mask. So to tell you how difficult that boss is, his punches do over 100 damage in the area of the full his full attack that turns the area purple does about 50. And again, like every other boss in this game, they have precedence of their attack over yours. So it's not an easy game. I wouldn't even call it a hard game. It's super hard. Learning up to Dorian is easy. It's the Dorian fight that will make people want to throw their controllers, games, systems, computers, everything out the window. But, and again, that was the mask. That is the last for me at Retrothon. I want to thank RGL again for allowing me to showcase different games, because that's what I like to do every year, is bring in games that I just recently learned. And if you're so inclined, some of the things I have going on after this is that some people already know this. I'm turning 40 this year, and I've made it my goal this year to do one of the hardest challenges there are. There are a lot of hard challenges, but the one I'm doing is, if anyone has ever heard it, it's called Triple M, where it's you beat every classic, X, and Zero Mega Man games on all the systems. That's 20 games. No, 24 games. But I'm adding the qualifier of putting in the Game Boy games as well. That's 29 games in one sitting that I'm hoping to do sometime this year. So if Mega Man interests you in doing a lot of them, that's what I'll be doing for pretty much for the next few months. And then some other things along the way. But anywho, that's it for me. Hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend, a great rest of Retrothon. And I shall see everyone around. So take care and have fun.